Welcome to the Anime Scaling Bureau, assessing the very best to find the strongest in all of anime. Today we are surveying the man of many faces, the top dog of wise, and the charming husband, Loid Forger, also known as Twilight. After a long career, Loid has been put to his greatest challenge yet, becoming a family man. But has this sudden mission dulled his senses as a master spy? We have been told he has disarmed a nuclear bomb with seconds to spare, gone undercover in a smuggling ring and come out unscathed, and even rubbed shoulders with royalty. So I have high hopes for this candidate. Let's see what we have uncovered. To start, we must first analyse his combat feats and physical power to determine his strength in survival situations. And where better to start than episode 1? While outmatched, unprepared, and disarmed, Twilight easily subdues countless men while keeping his presence hidden, a true master of close quarters combat. In episode 2, while in the open and attacked from all angles, he manages to manipulate the situation to his favour, a large feat indeed. His agility and fast reactions are no better showcased than at the castle, when all of Wise takes him on as he saves the princess, Anya Forger. Is there any number of men that he can't beat? Well, maybe all it takes is one. As we later uncovered at a remote bar in Westalis, his wife, Your Forger, was seen knocking him unconscious with a single kick. We couldn't believe it. Maybe he doesn't have the best endurance after all, if he can be hit like that. But all things considered, he is a master fighter when he has the edge. But remember, agents, power isn't everything. A wise man can take out a whole army on his own if his timing is right. So how does Loid fare when it comes to a battle of wits? When it comes to memorization and recall, he is second to none. He can read and remember thousands of possibilities to any situation. Whether it's finding a fake wife for his mission or planning a romantic date, he never forgets a detail. His persuasion and quick thinking should also not be overlooked. After getting through the entrance exam at Eden College, he strategically executes the parents' interview. And while walking through the hall, he quickly uncovers that a number of alumni are watching his every move. Even after saving a child and stopping an animal stampede, his family remains freshly clothed thanks to his 3 spare suits he brought with him. Yes, 3! Honestly, I thought my surveillance team was pulling one over on me. Very elegant indeed. However, family life has seemed to dull his senses a bit. When it comes to his fake daughter, Anya, Loid's emotions seem to get the better of him. As a result, he almost kills the examiner after making his precious angel cry. But could you blame him? Look at that face. But with all that behind him, he still manages to make first contact with his target, Donovan Desmond, at the end of the first season, and expertly uses Damien Desmond as an anchor to steer the conversation in its favour. Brilliant work. And now we move on to the final stage of the investigation, his unique traits that elevate him from elite agent to high priority threat in the field. Loid Forger isn't just skilled, he's adaptable. An infiltrator, surgeon, linguist, educator. This man can play any role at any time and do it convincingly enough to fool both his enemies and allies alike. He builds entire identities from scratch that blends into society so seamlessly that even his own family has no idea who he really is. His improvisational skills are borderline superhuman, turning a date into a combat escape, a school interview into a heroic rescue, and a penguin feeding shift into an international takedown. And through it all, he maintains his primary mission focus: get close to Donovan Desmond. But here's the kicker. Loid's not a machine. What makes him dangerous is also what makes him human. He cares. Despite all the training to the contrary, Lord forms real attachments to Anya and Yor. That emotional bond may compromise the mission one day, but it's also sharpened his instincts, made him unpredictable, and gives him a reason to fight harder than ever before. Because sometimes, the most dangerous weapon in the world is someone with something to lose. So to mark off this dossier, We've determined that Loid Forger ranks as an A- threat in our files. An elite operative with few equals, but not without his human vulnerabilities. Stay tuned for more investigations as we continue to scale the power of anime's most intriguing characters.